Welcome back. Joe Blasco here with our guest, Mr. Fred Blau. Fred, I want to thank you very much for being with us today. It's always a pleasure to see you and to have you here. You are a gentleman
and
an extremely talented makeup artist with a fantastic array of products that you've developed.
Well, that's a pleasure being here, I'll tell you.
Yeah, thank you. And I know that all of our MUA-TV viewers worldwide really enjoy it. You know, they've been sending us emails about the demos that you've done.
Oh, wow.
The blemish cover demos.
Oh, good.
And the tattoo demo.
Mm-hmm.
And perhaps you can do another demo for us one day.
Sure, I'd be happy to.
Okay, terrific.
Yeah.
But before we leave, we're going to talk just a little more about the green screen?
Green screen, especially.
Okay, we'll do especially the green screen, because Fred wants us to know a little bit more about this product.
Okay, the blue and the green screen, we sell these in kits, 2-ounce, 4-ounce kits. In other words, there's one 2-ounce bottle of green screen and one 2-ounce bottle of white. The green screen, because it has a day glow product in it, is not considered a cosmetic. However, they can use this in Play-Doh, so I don't understand the regulations, but I have to stick with the regulations.
Right.
That's all there is
Isn't that
to
amazing?
it.
How can they get away with putting that into Play-Doh? I mean, kids put that in their mouth. Hello. I think somebody needs to look into this.
Anyhow, so what I've done, in order to protect the customer, what we do is we put a same-size bottle of white. The real Body Art ink white is white number 8. And what you do is you use the white as a primer, and it puts a protective coating between the green and the skin. The blue screen, there's no problem. That's a pure cosmetic pigment. Now, there you get two advantages with the white primer. First of all, you protect the skin. Second of all, you get the true color of the green. And it's much more vibrant and much more true to the color that it's supposed to be. Sometimes people will put it on a little too thin on the skin, and you'll get a skin tone through it, so that's not a good thing. So I incorporated the white with the blue also, because the results are so fantastic.
Yeah, the white backs it up.
Yeah.
It blocks out the flesh tone. And the green, when you spray, if you're using an airbrush,
it's beautiful.
It just is perfect.
Oh, you definitely want to use this with an airbrush.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's the only way you're going to get a nice even coat.
I agree. That's terrific. Anything else you want to tell us before we
Not offhand,
say goodbye to our audience
I think
here?
We also have, which I don't have here with me at the moment, we have what they call a scalp shadow.
Oh, yeah.
And it is basically the real Body Art inks, but what I have done is I've put a flattening agent in there.
Yes.
And when a person has balding hair, don't look at me, please.
He's talking about me.
I'm past the point of shading.
See, I don't allow them to shoot me from the back. There was a weatherman at ABC. His name was Dr. George Fishback.
Oh, I know him well.
Remember George?
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, and I used to always take Max Factor Eddie Leonard pancake.
Oh, yeah.
I'd mix it with a little bit of black.
There you go.
To pull a little of the red out. And I'd always put it on the back of his head. And it got to a point where he said, forget it. My wife doesn't like me
past
coming.
The point of no return.
Yeah, exactly. But it does work, you see. But that would rub off.
Yeah.
What you've got.
What I've got
doesn't
is
rub off.
If the scalp is clean and you put this on, what you're doing is you're not creating hair, you're creating a shadow.
Exactly.
This is for a person who combs their hair over that thinning area.
Right.
And what you're doing is creating a hair shadow. So they ask, well, don't you have it in blonde? And I said, well, blonde is not a shadow. What I'm trying to do is create a shadow. And so I have it in dark brown and black, and it has a matte finish to it, and it holds real well on the scalp, provided it's clean. In other words, the person has to come in with a clean scalp, shampoo, no hair oil or anything like that, because then the oils do eventually break the inks down.
But to make sure that you have to make sure that when they have their hair cut, they don't have it cut so short that it's not able to cover that area.
Absolutely.
So you have to let the hair grow a little longer so that it covers that. Yeah. And then you pull the hair forward, you spray that area where the scalp is, and then you bring the hair over it.
And don't
just
have
as I do.
No, I don't say that.
No, I'm
I haven't
fine. I've
noticed.
got a full head of hair here.
Yeah, there you go.
No scalp shadow here.
But anyhow, that's one of the other products I did.
Yeah,
bring with
that's
me.
great. Well, we look forward to that as well. Is that available now, or is that coming
Oh,
out?
that's always been available.
It is? Oh, it
yeah,
has? Okay,
yeah.
terrific.
Yeah, and
Fred,
it comes in just like the regular body art inks.
excellent. Very good. And thank you again.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Joe.
Being here. It's
Really
always a
pleasure.
pleasure.
Absolutely.
And I know that our audience worldwide always loves seeing you and hearing about your products. And I know that not only do I enjoy having you here, but I know that MUA TV viewers worldwide are just loving to hear about your stories, your career, and especially about Real Creations products. So, on behalf of Mr. Fred Blau and myself, Joe Blasco, you keep right here to MUA TV, because we've got a lot more makeup and hairstyling programming in store.
Thank you, Joe.
My pleasure.
You bet.
My pleasure.